Hey everyone, welcome to a new episode of Mount Deurklink. Now, in the last episode, I built this area here where the train passes through, so this snowman village. And in this episode, I want to work on the plaza that has to go here. So this plaza will have, of course, the station for the dueling, stand-up coasters, and I also want this area to have some little buildings, some shops. The train still needs a station. And here in the middle of the plaza, I want to make a launched freefall tower. And maybe we can also fit one of those swinging thrill rides here. So basically this will be sort of a thrill zone for the guests. Now first off, there's something that I want to add to the little snowman over here in this area. I think one thing we could add is that would make it look much cooler. Is a little hat. We can use the TP for that from the Wild West set. So just gonna do some tile inspector stuff to make the supports go away and to make it overlap the right way. Alright, I think this looks nice. A little lower. So now the snowman has a nice little head. Alright, next thing I'm gonna do is I think this roof for this building is a little bit boring. Maybe this one as well. I'm gonna add some of these glass roof pieces on top, which I'm going to use one of those dodgem buildings for. Alright, I think that already makes the building look a little bit more interesting. I should add this little piece of track back that I just accidentally deleted. Alright, yeah, it's just little things like these that will help improve your buildings. I'll probably add some more decorations later. Anyway, right now it's time to work on the plaza here. What I'm going to start with now is to make the launched freefall. I want to have a launched freefall here in the middle, inside of a building. I think it will look pretty cool. Okay, now here's a little trick you can use. I want to make all these path pieces invisible. So to do that in Tile Inspector, I have to select all these pieces and then put a corrupt element on them. But having all these guests on them might make it a little bit difficult. So in that case, you can always just press the 6 key and that will make all the guests invisible. You can also just select invisible people here, but pressing 6 does the same. And then when you press 6 again, they will all become visible again. So now in Tile Inspector, I just hold Control, I select the path piece, and then I can make them all invisible. I actually also have a hotkey for it. You can set them up in options. I have set up Control and Q, and that will put a corrupt element on these path pieces. So yeah, hotkeys are a great way to make certain actions in the game a lot faster to perform. Alright, I think this building looks quite cool here. So yeah, I kind of like how you can also still see inside a bit, so you can still see the guests queuing here. I put a few decorations here on the roof in the form of these Martian objects. I think it works quite well here. Now, it might need some extra decoration, maybe some more fences on the roof. And I also still want to put some stuff around it, or else it will just look like a sea of paths here. I do want to make it look a little bit nicer than it does here. But still, I think this is a nice start. Now, I made the glass roofs here. I should also do that for this building here, I think. Because right now this building also looks quite boring as it is now. Okay, I've made a little seating area here. I plan to add a few more of those, just some benches around here with some tables. And also on the plaza I want several buildings that sell some food and some drinks, so the guests will eventually start using these benches when I connect them to the path. That is, right now they're unconnected. But I do kind of like the way this looks. It just makes the path look a little bit less boring. And yeah, this is just a nice way to decorate the paths without making it look like a big sea of path tiles. Anyway, I should probably also add another patron to the park. So here's someone who has been a member of my Patreon almost from the beginning. So I'll put a snowman. He will simply patrol the plaza here. It will probably go around in the end. So, and his name will be Joshua Brown. So yeah, thanks for being a patron, Joshua. It's really appreciated, and I hope you enjoy seeing yourself in this park. Alright, what I'm going to do next is extend the plaza a bit to this side. Here I want to have a building that sells some food, and I also need to work on the train station that goes here. Alright, that's the building for the train station done. Now, it's quite a simple shape, just a little L shape. But I think it's better than, at least it's better than just a rectangular building. Now, I'm just going to extend the paths so it goes right in front of here. And then I'm gonna add some decorations in the form of benches, lamps, etc. Alright, the next thing I'm gonna do is to add a little building here for some food or some drinks, and I'll add some more buildings for food and drinks, probably right over here, or maybe a little souvenir shop, that kind of stuff. Okay, I've now added a little drink stall. Well, while I normally make them invisible, I decided to just keep them here, and I put them inside this little building here. And I called it energy drink. So I think that that would be something that would be fitting in this trail area. A shop for people who like energy drinks. Usually the teenagers, I guess. And I'm sure they would be flocking to this area of the park. Alright, I think this plaza is starting to look quite cozy. So after the energy drinks stand, I also made Kentucky frozen pizza to go. It's the local treat, frozen pizza. I'm not too sure about it, but these guests seem to enjoy it. I made some seating areas here, which the guests are now also starting to use, so that's nice. So the next thing I'm going to do, and which will also be the last thing that I will do in this episode, is to make a nice swinging ride here. Well, will not be anything too special. It will be one of those swinging rides that they also built in the mega park. So it will have two cars that swing in opposite directions. Alright, I had to tweak the ride a bit, change the launch speed a bit and the number of circuits, just to make sure that it wouldn't overshoot. Well, yeah, this part. I don't want it to go completely vertical. It's meant to swing back and forth. And the track is a complete circuit, so it would be able to go all the way around, but I don't want that to happen, because that would look silly. There are two barrel rolls on top and these pieces of track here. Anyway, what I'm going to do now is simply connect the entrance and the exit, and I'll make a structure to hold up the ride. Okay, it seems this ride is quite popular. I named it Scream and Swing, but if you have a better name for the ride, let me know in the comments of this video. Now, what's left to do is to give this ride a platform, as right now it looks pretty bare bones. I'll have to make these entrance and exits invisible, and then I'll have to make the station of the ride look nice. And of course the queue also still needs some work. So that's what I'm going to work on right now. Alright, I think that was enough building for this episode. Now, I'm really happy with how this ride worked out in the end. I named it Sledgehammer. I think it looks really nice. Really happy with the way the supports look, and also the queue. I think it works really nicely. It's always nice to stack different kinds of walls on top of each other, especially these railings. They usually work great on top of some sort of brick wall. And here I used a brick ice wall. And together with these poles, I think that makes a really nice combination. Now, I also put some plants around it. And I think that makes it a little bit more complete. Now, in one of the next episodes, I'll finish up this area. I mean, it just needs some more plants right next to this. Maybe some more fences. And probably this area could also use a little toilet building somewhere. Alright, I hope you enjoyed watching me build. And I'll see you again in the next episode. See you later.